Hello and welcome to another NS9 postgame show powered by Primanti Brothers. I'm Cody. That's Neil. Pirates lose 4-2. I just realized I forgot to update our title. And it's not even right. It's supposed to say versus. It just says S. But anyway, that's kind of how this game went.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah, it's like who's headlining this game?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing I took away from this game was that you needed Andrew Heaney to go long, and he just didn't. That was the big takeaway for me.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of ruined your bullpen for tomorrow. But the good news is Ryan is back on the winning side of his FanDuel Ryan's lock. He hit the under 4.5. Good for him.
Nice.
First 5 innings. Cool. Good for you, Ryan.
At least someone won today.
Yeah,
the people aren't winning sandwiches. The Pirates didn't win, so I guess at least Ryan won $5 today, and that's pretty cool.
Congrats, bud. But anyway, Neil, how are you doing today on this lovely Wednesday afternoon?
I'm doing all right. Can't complain. Just kind of wish the Pirates played like they did over the past couple days. Like, why couldn't I be on the post games when they were scoring a ton of runs? That's what I want to know.
Right, I'm with you. It was a bit of a snoozer for a little while there, and then we thought we got some excitement, and then just continued to be a little bit of a snooze fest and a little frustrating at times.
Yeah,
but hey, that's the 2025 Pittsburgh Pirates.
It's a nice return to normalcy.
Right. But anyway. Where do we want to start here, Neil? There's very few highlights, as we already mentioned, but
maybe Andrew Heaney, just because.
Yeah, I think that's the easy part. The easy place to start is Andrew Heaney. Like I mentioned, didn't go long. He went 4.2 innings in a spot where you kind of needed him to go longer. Looking at Ryan's NS9 bullpen breakdown from today, the 2 freshest arms you had, or 3 freshest arms you had, were Santana, Majinski, and Matson. And I'd say 1 out of the 3 of those guys that did pitch today pitched well, and the other 2 didn't look great.
No.
But
yeah, I was surprised that Heaney was pulled before 5 innings was even over. Like, he was only at 77 pitches. Like, I don't even think it's necessarily a criticism. Like, you got to do what you got to do. If you feel like he needs to get out of there, you got to get him out of there. But, with a brand new series coming on the track tomorrow, I figured, we would see him go at least to 90.
Yeah, my thing, I'm with you. Like, it didn't seem like a spot where you really needed to pull Heaney, in my opinion, at least. I mean, he gave up the home run. It was it was the second hit he gave up all game. And It was the only earned run. Like, he was kind of cruising there. He wasn't striking people out. It reminded me of like a Bailey Falter start, where it's like he's not getting strikeouts, but he's getting outs. He's getting through the innings. He's doing it efficiently. Like you said, he only had 72 pitches at that point. I mean, maybe that's not super efficient, given it was the 5th inning. But, like, it just didn't – I don't know. What do you think, Neil? It didn't seem like a spot to really take him out. You needed this bullpen to be a little fresh going into the rest of this week, especially after – Monday, you had 2 guys on Monday pitch over 35 pitches. And then you also had Moretta pitch 10 and 20 on that Monday. Or Barucki had 20 on Monday. I forgot to mention that. But then they come in and pitch today as well. It just seemed like a day where you really needed your starter to go long.
Yeah, I mean, like, and it was not like, even if like he gets left in, he goes like maybe one more inning, maybe another gets another 2 outs here and there. But I think it kind of just shows that this is, I think, kind of why Andrew Heaney is still here. I tweeted this out like after the deadline. It's like there's a decent chance like just no one wanted this guy. And I mean, when we look at this, like this is one of the better starts recently that he's had. Like 4.2, only 2 hits, gave up the home run, but like this is like one of the better starts he's had in like 2 or 3 months. What does this do for you if you're chasing a playoff spot, right? Like now, because the Pirates just tanked their bullpen. So that's one hand. On the other hand, if you're in like Don Kelly's shoes, obviously you play to win every game. You're like today's game is more important than the bullpen for tomorrow, even in a loss like this. And so I'm sure he's, like every manager is just trying to balance like that, like managing the bullpen while trying to win the game. So maybe he made like a wrong decision, but like at the same time, the offense kind of has to show up, and when you hear, especially like until the 8th or 9th inning, like the Giants offense did absolutely nothing.
Right. Like I said, it wasn't until the 5th inning that they got a run off of Andrew Heaney that Heaney pitched very well for what he did out there, which is why it was a little, I wouldn't say mind-boggling. That's a little bit of a stretch, but it was confusing on why he was pulled so quickly. Let's look at the offense before we get into the bullpen and what happened later in the game. The offense, obviously, almost every game leaves a lot to be desired, but we had some guys with some decent performances today. Tommy Pham, I'll give it to him. He went 1 for 2. He had an RBI, sac fly. He got a walk. That's all you can ask for out of Tommy Pham, who has been one of the hottest hitters in baseball as of late.
Yeah,
I know we keep joking about it, but the joke is true. It has a little bit of truth to it, right?
Yeah, you got the Heart and Hustle Award for a reason, I suppose.
Exactly.
I mean, pretty much like an ideal day for Tommy Pham. Like he did everything he asked for. I thought ICAF was really ambitious there running on that sac fly. He almost got out.
Shallow.
Like that was really shallow. And Rebello's no stranger to shaky decisions to send people home, but it all worked out in the end. It's just, again, it's so confusing. And I think this is just going to be a conversation until they're gone. It's so confusing to still see them in uniform.
Yeah. I mean, we could get into that tangent if you want to, but like Ben Cherington's just contradicting himself, right? He keeps saying that like, oh, we want to get young guys some looks, but at the same time, you're actively keeping people on this roster who aren't going to be here in the future. You're keeping them on this roster to block those people that need to be looked at, right? Like you have people like Billy Cook and Nick York in AAA who are performing pretty well that need to get some major league at bats for you to figure out what they are and if they can help you in 2026. And keeping guys like IKF and Tommy Pham, it's not helping you get a look at these guys. So, I mean, that's as far as I really want to dive into that at the moment. I want to get back to the game.
Yeah.
But
to kind of continue off of that, do you want to guess how many people played today for the Pirates that are under 26 years old?
That are under 26?
That are under 26.
I wish I knew everybody's ages. If I had to guess, I would say 4.
Okay, you're close. It's like 3 because Gonzalez is 26.
Okay.
But and Triolo is 27. Cruz is 26. Right. But Horwitz is 27 actually. It's basically just Davis and Figueroa. Yeah. Like those are like your real guys, like the real youngsters. And so not only is this offense bad, it's just so old for no reason. Yeah. Like there's a lot of lack of exciting people, and like to the point that we'll talk about him because he had a really good game today. But like Nick Gonzalez,
right, is
probably like the biggest catalyst in the offense and has been for the past couple of weeks since he's come up. And like his OPS is like 730. And he's been great because he doesn't strike out. He puts the ball in play. Like it's really been refreshing on a team that strikes out a lot. But like at the same time, this team is so old. And you're right. They're a bunch of guys who are blocking. Do we think York or Cook or Davini are going to be anything? Probably not. But Why are we not just trotting them out there. We're 17 games under 500.
Right. Like they probably aren't going to make a difference. But the fact that you traded away assets for those 3 players, not saying Adam Frazier is an asset, but you traded away an asset for a Cam Devaney. You trade away people for the Nick Yorks. You traded away Quinn Priester for Nick York. Not saying that he would have been as successful as he is right now with us, but you traded away that potential for a Nick York who is tearing it up in AAA right now, but you're not giving him a shot in the major leagues, whether it's for, manipulation, whether it's a money thing, whether it's I made a promise to whoever, IKF, Tommy Pham, whatever, that they're going to play so many innings this year, have so many at bats. Like, I don't know. It's just the fact that you're trading away these assets and then not taking a serious look at your return. That's what's frustrating to me.
Yeah, if we really wanted to make this depressing, we could turn this into a Quinn Priester show, but he's he's been insane for the Brewers. I mean, no.
But hey, who's that more disappointing for, us or the Red Sox?
I mean, it's got to be us because at least the Red Sox are flying high. I don't think the Red Sox, honestly, how the Red Sox are playing, I don't think anyone's thinking about Quinn Priester. But for us,
I mean, the Red Sox they're needing pitching at the moment, are they not?
They do, but they're also they've been playing one of the best teams in baseball for a month. They're fine.
You're not wrong, but everybody can use young pitching like that. But anyway, let's get off this tangent. Back to the game. You mentioned Nick Gonzalez. He goes 3 for 4 with an RBI. He's the butcher, man. He always collects an RBI. He does his best to get on base. And like you said, one of the better hitters on this team, one of the better young hitters on this team that you hope to see a part of this team going forward. One of my favorite guys to watch on this team for sure.
Yeah, it's not even he's that exciting. He's just a good, solid baseball player. But on this offense, that just means the world.
Exactly,
because it's kind of the opposite of Cruz. Cruz is the most exciting, but he has his issues of strikeouts. Gonzalez has done a really, really good job to curb the strikeout issue. When he was a prospect, that was a big concern of mine. I'd like to see him lift the ball in the air with some exit velo more, but you can't really complain. He's living up to the prospect hype of a first round pick so far. That's one of the Sherrington era.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with the performance from Gonzalez. You make some good points there. You want to see a little more launch angle on the hits. That'd be great. Especially in an offense that doesn't have a lot of that to begin with, and you need power in this lineup. You just need hits, really, and he provides that. And it's great to watch. I love it. I want to see him. I could see him really coming into his own next year. Not going to say he's going to be a superstar or an all-star or anything, but I think next year he could solidify himself as the second baseman for the Pittsburgh Pirates for the future.
I think he's already there just because of how he's performing. How who's going to replace him?
Right, you're not wrong.
If you go down to AAA, who is replacing Nick Gonzalez? And I don't think there's an actual answer. I mean, Figueroa's the closest one, and Figueroa's had a nice time up here so far. I don't think it's going to last, but I mean, no one's going to unsee Gonzalez. So again, I'm surprised. I am pleasantly surprised.
And even if there was somebody, I've heard people throw out the idea of throwing him at third base, and then maybe you have a Tamar Johnson who. It clicks finally for him, and he becomes amazing and comes up in June next year. But I doubt that happens.
I would be shocked if I just feel like third base is just so different from second base in terms of.
I don't disagree with you.
That would be a hard transition, but beggars can't be choosers here, right?
Exactly.
We might as well try it.
Going forward though with the lineup, Kutch gets 2 hits. Leaves 2 on base, which sucks, but almost everybody left somebody on base today. And then after that, the only other people with hits in this lineup were Triolo and IKF. And IKF, as we said, scored on the sac fly. Yeah. But the back end of this lineup is just frustrating to watch. Yeah. Joey Bart goes 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Canario 0 for 3 doesn't strike out, which is good, but you need some production. And then, Cruz pinch hit for Bart at one point, strikes out. We said he has his issues there. I mean, at this point, when O'Neal Cruz strikes out, I'm not that frustrated because I know what he can do if he gets contact on a ball. You know what I mean?
It's something you live with. I mean, but 11
Exactly.
strikeouts today is just not good. I mean, Robbie Ray has been a fantastic pitcher all year, but I think honestly, my biggest issue with the offense just comes in that first inning, because again, really, you got 2 straight walks, like Peguero walks, Pham walks. You got runners on first and second. He doesn't have control. And then, Brian Reynolds just comes up and grounds into a double play. Like, that is where you need to break the game open. That is where you need to, and that is where you need to do damage, because right after the double play, Gonzalez knocks in Peguero. That could have been 2+ runs. McCutchen then singles, and then Joey Bart strikes out. So, like, Bart and Reynolds are like where my main frustrations are today, just because of that first inning. Like, if you are able to get to Robbie Ray, you break the game open, especially with Andrew Heaney on the mound, who hasn't been pitching well. You got that's the type of stuff this team has to do. And like I said, Nick Gonzalez, that's what makes him cool. He understood. You call him the RBI machine, that's what he does. We need more guys like Nick Gonzalez who have that framework approach when there are runners on, because clearly there's not enough of them on this team.
Yeah, it's almost like he comes up there with a different kind of confidence than anybody else. And that's what I want to see. And I think that comes from just who he is. It comes from him in college being that prospect that everybody thought he was going to win batting titles. And maybe that's not the potential he lives up to, but the potential he will live up to is that he gets on base and he gets hits.
Yeah. And he attacks fastballs. Like, that's what's really key. Like, because there are runners on, you get more fastballs. He is just so good. Like, that pitch, he took an outside fastball, pulled it right through the hole. It's exactly what you need. Does this team need more power? Yes, but this team also needs more Nick Gonzalez's who will just put the ball in play and not weakly ground out to shortstop like Brian Reynolds did. Because that's what I think Brian Reynolds and Joey Bart are like the 2 leaders in double plays this year. I think I saw that on Twitter today. So it's just it's disgusting. It's not good.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to that 5th inning where they did pull Andrew Heaney and how that came about. Gerard Encarnacion, I hope I said his first name right, hits that home run to center field. It was a long one too. I don't have the distance in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it hit the shrubbery if I'm not mistaken. And then Jung-Hoo Lee grounds out to third base. Heaney hits Christian Koss, so you got a runner on, and then Andrew Kneisner flies out to right field. And you got 2 outs, and you're like, all right, cool, let's get out of it. But then you have that decision to bring in Dowry Moretta, which I don't hate bringing in Dowry Moretta. I love Dowry Moretta.
Yeah.
But it was just an odd spot for me. Do you have any insight on why that may have happened since Helio Ramos was the batter?
I mean, the only thing I got is that Kelly probably knows too well that this offense isn't good.
Right.
And again, you play to win the game in front of you. And so he's like, I got to go get my guy. Ramos has been killing us all series. I think he collected 4 hits last night. Someone can correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure he got 4 hits. He killed us in the Giants series in San Francisco. I think he just didn't trust Heaney to go out and get that out. And however you feel about that, I don't blame him. Again, I probably would have taken the chance. Because even if they score 1 run, you would hope that at least your offense can make up a 2-1 deficit.
Yeah.
But I can't be bothered to get angry about that.
No, and I mean, in the moment, obviously the decision paid off. Moretta strikes out Ramos. Moretta comes in for another third of an inning, the next inning, but he walks a guy. And then they pull him for Majinski, who also had a great outing, in my opinion. He went 1 2/3, had a strikeout. I mean, nothing fancy, but Majinski got the job done, like we've been saying from the beginning of the season. That's the spot you want him in. You don't want him starting the game. You want him going for an inning, maybe 2, if he has to, in a spot like that. if you need a longer relief outing, and he gets the job done. And then our guy Isaac Mattson, the wheels fell off a little bit. He comes in, only gets one out, lets up 2 hits, another earned run. He walks a guy. What do you think of this outing from Mattson? I don't want to take too much away from it. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
I think it was just like a whatever spot for him. But what do you have to say about it?
I mean, it happens. Like, every reliever does it. It was at a bad time to let it happen. Like, he blows technically, gives up the lead. Santana comes in, kind of mops up his mess pretty nicely, actually.
Yeah.
Until the next inning. But no, I have no wish. It happens. Mattson, again, we expected nothing from him. So, like, I can't get mad when he finally has a bad outing. It's been ages since he's had that. I couldn't tell you the last time, So, no, I'm not going to take anything away from him. It's just unfortunate, I don't think it's an issue to go to him there in that situation. No. Generally speaking, he's been shut down, that he's earned that spot, but today wasn't his day.
Yeah, it's just rough to see, because you see like the story of him and like who he is, what he's turned into to this fan base. Some people want to what do you say? I don't remember the word, but some people want to make him the heir apparent to David Bednar and make him the closer. I don't know that I want to do that just yet, because we do still have Dennis Santana. But from what we've seen from Dennis Santana recently, you might have to make that switch. Dennis Santana comes in, and Greg Brown said it on the broadcast. He was kind of like, he's not in Coors anymore. Like, he should be fine. Well,
yeah.
The ghost of Coors followed him to PNC Park. He gives up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, doesn't even get a strikeout, and Ryan Barucki has to come in and mop up the mess. Where are we on Santana? I mean, that was rough. I wasn't expecting it. I hope it's nothing too serious to have to look into. But what do you have on that?
I mean, the Coolers one made sense because he's just a guy who doesn't get strikeouts. And I think with the guy like this who doesn't strike a whole lot of people out, you're always going to run these risks.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. Again, am I supposed to be, like, upset about this, when he's been nails all year? Like, it's just hard for me. And it has his ERA ballooned like a full run since, like, these last 2 outings. Yes, and that sucks. I don't know. I'm not concerned yet. I think we have to temper, like, our realistic expectations of relievers. And it's just really unfortunate everyone, like, blew up on the same day,
Yeah.
And the pitching's been rough for a week now. Ever since the All-Star, the trade deadline, the pitching's been rough. Even Skeens isn't immune. Like, I don't know. Like, in some ways, we were playing over our heads in terms of how well we were pitching since May. So, like, for me, it's not too much of a surprise. And again, like, I was really, if you want to take anything positive out of this, like, again, he got out of Mattson's mess pretty well, all things considered, right? Like, he got the 2 outs. He did give up a sac fly, yes, but, like, he mitigated the damage, and he wasn't good the next inning. I'm not worried. Maybe you are, but I think I'm okay for now.
I mean, I have a little bit of worry. I mean, it's, that's the guy that's supposed to be your closer. I don't know what it's going to look like next year. Maybe we trade him in the offseason, because I believe he has a 1.5 years of control still. After that, he'll only have a year of control. But
okay,
it's one of those.
I didn't realize they had such little control, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure I saw that somebody reported he only had a 1.5 years of control left. I could be wrong. Maybe it was somebody else they were speaking about. But it's one of those things where, you got to trade the value when you have it, especially when you're a team that, especially this year, the 2025 Pittsburgh Pirates, you're not making playoffs. You're not competing right now. You had a lot of value on this team, and you kept a lot of it that you didn't really need.
Yeah.
Yes,
you are right. Santana's a free agent after 26.
Right.
So,
So and that's part of the reason why I preferred trading him over Bednar. I understand Bednar had more value for sure.
Well, apparently not.
Yeah, apparently not. I mean, that's the package we got for him is what I would have expected from a Santana paired with somebody else type of deal, you know? But yeah, it's part of the reason why in 2025 you should have been trading off anybody with value, including these guys that are rentals that aren't coming back next year.
Yeah.
And I don't want to keep harping on the trade deadline. It's over. It's done. But it's just evident time and time again how it could have been different and how we could be in a spot where, yes, the Pirates lose, but we could say at least 2026 looks better. And we're not.
No, it doesn't look better. Like, you were depending a whole lot on the guys in AAA to make 2026 better. And outside two pitchers, I can't say I'm too psyched for what's waiting down there. So, like, no, I mean, again, yeah, the trade deadline is just going to be an area of conversation as long as these guys are on the team. Yeah. Now, they're going to be released probably around the end of this month so that they can go sign with playoff teams. You kind of have to do that to keep goodwill and make sure even the one-year deals you're signing will actually come here. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I mean, you're right.
I just have to laugh.
What was that one tweet? Thank you, Washington.
Yeah. Listen, I love me some Eddie Yean, but he ain't doing much, you know?
I mean, he might be a good reliever. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, and the Pirates been playing good baseball recently, yes. But like today was just kind of a bummer of a day. It kind of just reminds you of where this team really is.
Yeah, and I think we have some new people in the chat. They're asking who won. Not the Pirates.
Yeah, that is correct.
Giants win 4-2. A stinker. But we did have Ryan won his FanDuel lock of the day. San Francisco, or game under 4.5, first 5 innings. Again, congrats, Ryan. But screw off.
I feel like it should be illegal to bet against this offense. that sounds like free money.
Oh yeah, I guess you got a point there. But anyway, what else do we have to talk about this team, this game? Neil, I'll let you lead.
I have no clue. I mean, like, I guess I don't know. It's weird we talk so negatively about the pitching today, and they only gave up 4 runs.
But that's the theme, right? That's the 2025 Pittsburgh Pirates. You get down on a team for giving up 4 runs because they lost, and it's like that's like average around the league, and teams still win.
Yeah. I mean, I guess something I would say is this: like, today is a day that really shows how weak we are against lefties.
Yeah.
Like, Cruz is in the lineup because he doesn't hit lefties well. Horwitz isn't in the lineup when he can't hit lefties well. They pinch hit later on. I mean, Joey Bart still is in the lineup every day. He's supposed to be the lefty killer. 0 for 3. So, like, that's one thing I guess I would notice is, like, that's something that has to be addressed, is that you have to get better left-handed hitting, or guys who can hit lefties, because as it stands right now, no one wants to come to the ballpark and watch a lineup without O'Neal Cruz, without Spencer Horwitz. Spencer Horwitz has actually turned into somewhat of a positive thing this year. And we're just gonna win the trade by default because Luis Ortiz can't stop gambling.
Right.
But
I don't know if they've done it yet, but he's gonna be banned from baseball.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
We just gotta hope. We just gotta hope. Who was it? Michael Kennedy? Was that the other guy in the deal? We gotta hope he doesn't turn into anything.
I think we dealt Mike. Oh yeah, Michael Kennedy. We dealt Michael Kennedy. I think we also dealt Jack Hartle. Is that him?
Was he part of that deal too?
We
traded 3 pitchers for Horwitz.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we traded 3 guys. That was the crazy thing, is that we added to that deal.
Yeah. Anyway, that was not to go all the way back to December, but That was. You could have got that deal done with Luis Ortiz straight up. Like, what are you doing?
100%.
What are you doing? Trying to keep good faith with the Guardians? Is that what you're trying to do? Like, anyway,
maybe it'll be another Neil Huntington fleece, but who knows?
We can only hope. But yeah, hey, Neil, you were worried about it before we got on here. That 30-minute mark, we got to it.
We did it.
We did it. That's a win. 30
the only
winning.
The only winning that's going on around here. Exactly. Is there NS9 live tonight? I think there is, right?
I believe we do have NS9 live tonight. I also believe that we have confirmed Alex Stump from MLB.com will be joining the boys for about 15 to 20 minutes. Or if they hold him hostage like they usually do with Noah, he'll be on for the whole show. But catch that tonight around 9-ish, as they like to say. Nobody likes to be on time around here. So, so we got that. If you want to support us, you can become a member on YouTube. I believe we got Penn in here, who's a member. We got Phoenix Wayne, who's a member. Anybody else? Got Brian Batista, who is a member. And I think those were the only ones that watched today. But if you want to become a member, get some cool emojis to use in the chat. You get a little emblem as well that signifies how long you have been a member. It's only 99 cents a month. You can do that here on YouTube. If you want to give us a little more, if you want to support us a little more, if you feel that bad for us that we have to do this all the time, you can contribute $4.99 to our Patreon. Oh, sorry. Something to also mention with the memberships for YouTube. Now that we're doing these videos with Nathan, shout out Nathan. He's awesome. He's making these tier list videos. He and I did the David Bednar retrospective. It was very fun. If you want to get access to those videos early, become a YouTube member as well. It's a nice perk to get. And once the off season gets here, I'm sure we'll have a lot more of those because there's not going to be a lot of Pirates talk because we know Ben Cherington doesn't like to do much in the off season.
Nope.
But anyway, back to the Patreon. You can contribute $4.99 a month to that. That gets you put into our giveaways, which it's August. We have another giveaway coming up. I just reminded myself right now because I forgot that we're in August.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. It still feels like mid-July.
It feels like mid-July, but we will have our July giveaway that we do in August. And if you want to get in on the August giveaway, become a member today before September happens, and you'll be put in that giveaway as well. And there's other perks as well. I forget what they are, but there are a few extra perks there. So if you feel so kind as to do so, we appreciate you. And those of you that already do, we are immensely appreciative of your donation. But anyway, Neil, I think we should get out of here. I'm tired of talking about Pirates today. All right, folks. Pirates lose to the Giants 4-2. Lose the series as well. But I believe they beat them in the season series because we swept them. So I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the small things, It's the small things in life.
Yeah, well, I'll take it. 4 to what? We've won the series 4-2 this year. I'll take it.
Yeah.
But anyway, folks, thank you for joining us. And hopefully we see you tonight for NS9 Live.
Yeah. Let's go Bucks.
Let's go Bucks. Peace out.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.